What kind of person would risk his life to save another? This kind. Former Army Captain William Swenson received the Medal of Honor today for extraordinary courage in a firefight with the Taliban in Afghanistan. David Martin has the story and the pictures.
This is Captain Will Swenson in the opening hours of the battle for which he would receive the Medal of Honor.
We had an enemy that was within hand grenade range.
30 yards.
Approximately.
And you're taking direct fire.
We are taking direct fire.
Sergeant Kenneth Westbrook was badly wounded and a medevac helicopter had come to pick him up.
He had broken bones, a bullet had gone into his chest, he was bleeding profusely.
Swenson and one of the crew helped Westbrook to the helicopter.
And he gets to walk off that battlefield on his own strength, with our support, but he gets to walk off that battlefield.
Why is that so important?
Here is an opportunity for the Westbrook family to see their soldier walking off that battlefield, regardless of the severity of his wounds.
This video, taken by helmet cams worn by the medevac crew, was a revelation to Swenson.
I did not know of the existence of that video, and I had not remembered that moment. I couldn't look back and see that moment in my head, in my memory, and so it was lost.
But now it's found, including the moment when Swenson gave the man he'd been fighting side by side with for almost a year a kiss.
You know, we had a moment, we looked at each other. He almost had a smile on his face.
Did you ever see him again?
I never saw him again. 1 month later, he passed away at Walter Reed.
Swenson turned back to the battle and to the search for 4 missing Marines. By the time he and Marine Corporal Dakota Meyer, who already has received the Medal of Honor, got to them, they were all dead.
Dakota, myself, and a contingent of Afghans moved into the trench, and we began the horrible task of bringing those Marines off the battlefield.
When it was over and all the wounded evacuated, Swenson delivered a scathing sworn statement about the lack of artillery and air support that day, despite his repeated calls for help. When I'm being second-guessed by somebody that's sitting in an air-conditioned operations center, why the hell am I even out there in the first place?
Were you bitter?
I definitely had some choice commentary. Was I bitter? I was angry.
He quit the Army, thinking his angry words had ruined his career.
Those choice comments sometimes chase you down.
But Swenson missed being a soldier. So now the first Army officer since Vietnam to receive the Medal of Honor is asked to come back on active duty. David Martin, CBS News, the Pentagon.